Hey, what's going on everybody? PaleTitan483949 here, and today we're going undercover into casual games in an attempt to match up against new players. No matter what your rank is now, we were all a noob at some point, so the goal of this video is to help out those who just bought the game and are looking for some starter's advice. Without wasting any more of your time, here are the top 10 mistakes that beginners make when playing Rainbow Six Siege. Mistake number 1, not knowing your operator. One thing that makes this game so unique from other first-person shooters is the variety of operators that you can choose from. Each op has a special role and can completely change how a round is played. For example, if a defender chooses Bandit, he can place his shockwire on a reinforced wall which could prevent Thermite from breaking into the objective. However, if someone on offense plays Thatcher, he can destroy the Bandit charges which would allow Thermite to make a big fucking hole.
A really big fucking hole coming right up.
While it's important for new players to learn about tactics such as roaming, working together, communicating, etc., they must first learn how to use their own operator. In only an hour's worth of casual matches, I saw 3 eye-popping mistakes. In this first clip, we see IQ using her gadget, literally seeing the camera, and for some reason refusing to shoot it. One round later, we see Maestro misusing his ability. Sure, he placed on his gadget, but he put it in a location where it is simply useless because it is far from the objective and no attacker will ever pass by it. In other words, if you're running Maestro, try to place your turrets in high traffic areas and or near the objective. In this third situation, we have a Doc who seems to completely forget what character he is. Valkyrie's literally right next to him and is clearly losing health, but he never ends up healing her. Again, for this reason, I want to stress that whatever operator you end up selecting, be sure to use it properly because it will most definitely put your team in a better position to win the game. Mistake number 2, marking on cameras. When you do this, not only will the opponent shoot it out, but it will also inform them that you know... Fuck. Not only will the opponent shoot it out, but it will also inform them that you know where they are. Confusing, right? This means that instead of sneaking up on them and getting an easy kill, they will either be expecting you or they will simply move to a new location. When you do not mark on the cameras, however, the opponent will not be expecting you, nor will they think you know their position. This leaves you with several options, like you can do a run out from a window, you can tear down a barricade and throw out a nitro cell, or you can simply stay put and relay this information to your teammates. On the flip side, from the attacking perspective, if you get marked by a defender, do not stay in the same place because chances are someone is going to challenge you. Here's a prime example of what I'm talking about. Watch this. Going for it! Ah! Ah! No! Oh, not! Oh my god! Mistake number 3, barricading every objective door. Personally, I see this way too much. It seems like every new player has a sudden urge to throw up barricades on every single objective door. Take a look at this clip. We literally just spawned in and my man's full out sprinted to the door to barricade it. First off, you don't want to do this at the beginning of the round because it's extremely annoying to your teammates. You're most likely going to have a few roamers on your team, and if you immediately barricade in the door, all you're doing is causing them the hassle because they have to rip it right back down to leave the room. More importantly, barricading a door means that people cannot rotate back to the objective from that way without breaking it down. This alone could cause your team to lose a round. For instance, take this 1v2 custom game situation. Valkyrie is trying to make it back to the objective, and in situation 1, it is much easier to get back inside because there's no barricade. She has a clear line of sight on the objective and can immediately see the enemies. In the second example, however, she can't see either of her enemies, and she has to rip down the barricade, which immediately informs the enemies of her location. This makes it impossible for her to enter the room without being killed, and ultimately makes the defending team lose the round. Mistake number 4, not reinforcing the objective. Every new player loves to barricade random shit, but no one wants to reinforce the important walls. If you don't reinforce, it grants the attacking team easy access to the objective and it makes it much harder to defend. However, on the flip side, many new players often reinforce the wrong walls, which also makes the objective harder to defend. For this reason, if you're still learning the basics of this game, I would heavily recommend playing with an experienced player because he or she will be able to tell you what walls to reinforce, what to do in certain situations, and can basically mentor you through your process of learning. Mistake number 5, pushing from the same direction as your teammates. I had a great example of this from a casual game on Border, but the file got corrupted, so I had to remake it with my friends in a custom game. Anyways, what happened was there were 3 people pushing the exact same wall, and it made it extremely easy for the opponents to defend. When you push from the same direction as your teammates, the defender only has to worry about people pushing from one side instead of people pushing from 3 sides. If you spread out, the defense will feel a lot more pressure because they will have to worry about multiple angles at once. In order to prevent a same side push, communicate with your teammates in game chat, or if no one else has a mic, simply go a different route than everybody else. Mistake number 6, Running off with the Defuser. If you're playing bomb and you take the Defuser, your main goal should be to plant it. Do not take the Defuser and go off roaming trying to kill everybody. This is an enormous problem that I see with both new and experienced players. If you want to go for kills, at least make sure you drop the Defuser before you go off hunting roamers, because the last thing you want to do is die with the Defuser all the way across the map while your team is waiting for you to plant on site. Remember, you don't need to kill all 5 opponents in order to win the round. All you need to do is plant the Defuser and protect it. If you're the person who has the Defuser, do everything in your power to get it down. If you successfully plant and then die immediately, that is perfectly okay because you did your job. However, this is where we run into another common problem. New players don't protect the bomb. In this clip on Skyscraper, we see a new player completely oblivious to what's going on. Again, this is exactly why map knowledge is really important, but I will touch up more on that in a minute. For now, we see the bomb goes down and he's literally nowhere near the site. That's fine, mistakes happen, and if you're ever in this situation, you should simply immediately make your way to the bomb because chances are the defenders are going to try to defuse it. Instead of running to the Defuser, however, this guy stays put and lets the defenders get an easy defuse. Mistake number 7. Lack of map knowledge. I've stressed the importance of map knowledge in every single one of my tips and tricks videos, and after watching the last clip you might understand why. If you aren't familiar with each of the maps, you're going to look like a lost puppy trying to find his mother. This part of the game only comes to you over time, and sadly there's no way to instantly memorize everything. However, one thing you can do to speed up the process is to go into a custom game and walk around each map. I know this part may be boring, but it's most definitely an effective way to learn the maps rather than walking around blindly in a casual match. Just know that after you familiarize yourself with where everything is, you will find that your experience will be much more enjoyable. Mistake number 8. Rushing into a room without knowing anything. When you do this, you're basically giving the opponent an easy kill because you're not going to be ready to fight them. Instead of running in, here's a few things you can do. Use your sounds to listen to your opponent's whereabouts, utilize cameras or drones to clear out rooms and make sure it's safe to enter, and communicate with your team to spot and hunt down enemies. By doing this, you will save yourself a lot of worthless deaths and you will be putting yourself in a better position to fight your opponents. Mistake number 9. Being annoying and obnoxious in game chat and backseat gaming. All this does is it makes your teammates hate you and it will make the environment tense up real quick. After this happens, fighting and arguing will most likely occur, which starts the long trend of team killing. Not only does team killing ruin everybody's mood and experience, but it also causes your team to lose the game. Here's a quick example of someone who you do not want to be like.
Hey, who got a mic? Go over there and smoke that nigga, bro. Fuck is y'all doing?
15 seconds left.
15 seconds. Fucking dumbass. Hey, bro, no one's over here. Just y'all come in. Hurry up. Damn, they all over there. They all back there. Like, come on, start moving up, dude. The fuck? And I know y'all hear me, too.
Now, some may say he did nothing wrong or that he was simply trying to help, but from my perspective, it's really annoying to have someone tell you how to play your game, especially if they have no idea what they're doing themselves. Instead of demanding people to do things, try to be friendly about it and ask them nicely. At the end of the day, Rainbow Six Siege is just a game meant for entertainment, and arguing with teammates completely defeats the purpose of having fun. Mistake number 10. Not embracing the challenge. When playing Siege for the first time, a lot of new players may feel overwhelmed and may ultimately quit the game for good because of it. I know there's a lot of information to digest, but I promise that it's worth it in the long run. I have never loved a game as much as Siege, and in my personal opinion, it is honestly one of the best games that this world has to offer. I'm aware that there's a huge learning curve involved, and yes, there will be a lot of times that you'll struggle, but I mean, that could be almost said with anything in life, right? Everything good comes at a high price, and Siege's price is that it simply takes a lot of time to master. So, bear with it. It's going to take several months before you even feel decent at the game, but I promise that you'll see gradual improvement as long as you consistently practice. That's going to wrap up everything from today's video. I hope you were able to learn something, and if you did, be sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel and this is one of the first videos you are seeing, please hit that sub button and check out some of my other content. Chances are that this video was recommended to you by YouTube, and if that's the case, then here are a few videos that I personally recommend to you. With that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.
Police banging on the door while gripping the 44. I was just a youngin', but this type of shit I seen before. Y'all see a white boy, but my daddy a Negro. Half-breed motherfucker, grip the mic and he flow. I just wanna spread love, they want me to bleed slow. I just wanna keep the peace and help people. Give some of this money that I'm making to the people. So if you hating on me, goddamn you evil and just don't understand.